Let's do a quick overview of the Purple Patch Strength Program to ensure that you can execute successfully. The good news is that the Purple Patch program doesn't require any technical savvy or major time commitment to be successful. In fact, it's been designed to be highly accessible, easy to execute from pretty much anywhere. The program itself is focused on major movement patterns that are critical to improvement of your overall human performance, but also to ready you for your best swimming, cycling, and running performance. The program itself evolves in difficulty by movement pattern, and that enables you to progress the challenge and load relative to your advancement in each area. It certainly isn't a chase to the toughest, but instead a real pursuit of progression through doing the movement patterns well. Of course, we have to acknowledge optimal situation, you're working one-to-one with a strength and conditioning expert who understands endurance training. But of course, most of you guys don't have that opportunity. So instead, we wanted to ensure that you can execute this anywhere, be it at home, when you're traveling, or of course, in the gym. We actually structured the program to ensure that we hit the needs of the vast majority of endurance athletes. Is there an opportunity to add to this program? Absolutely sure. But this represents the boulders of strength and conditioning. I want you to nail those before you start thinking about the sand, all the incremental and additional stuff. As with other elements of performance, it's all about nailing the basics. So far as program execution, you're going to have 2 main strength days a week. You're going to have 7 key movement patterns, which are really the blocks of human movement. Each movement pattern is going to have 3 exercises, an easier, intermediate, and expert edition of it. Now, this is a clear case that quicker advancement is not better. In fact, on average, it takes somewhere like 18 months to 2 years for one of my professional athletes to actually do every movement pattern at an advanced level. So if you cannot do the exercise 100% correct, it's quite simply the case that you're not ready to move along. When we think about the weekly setup, in your 2 main days of strength, we divide about half of the exercise or movement patterns into day 1, the other half into day 2, making it easier for you to do a time-starved life and still make sure that you're progressing. And then there are some core and stability and mobility exercise that support those. So when athletes first start the program, they say, where should I start? Well, I highly encourage you that each movement pattern should always begin at the beginning level. So you want to do the easier exercises first, rinse and repeat those until you become a master, and then advance. But you only advance in that exercise. You don't have to become an intermediate strength and conditioning athlete. Instead, when you've mastered a single exercise movement pattern, you can progress, but you only advance when you can do it repeatedly for many weeks in a row. That means that you might progress through some exercise and movement patterns faster than others. That's completely normal. There are various editions of these exercises, but we found that these are the pillars. These are the most essential for endurance athletes. And our goal is to create a proper strength and conditioning program for foundation for you that will enable you to train more effectively across all of your workouts. Proper execution is going to lead to increased muscle function, greater joint health and mobility, advanced neurological conditioning, and of course, improved synchronization and control. So if you go and rinse and repeat, you're going to be in a great element. By improving these 4 critical foundations, you'll also experience improved musculoskeletal resilience, which are going to make you more resistant to a loss of form under fatigue, and also, by the way, less prone to injury. One final word on it, you better get used to being comfortable on one leg, because a lot of these exercises are built and ask you to perform the exercise on a single leg. That might be really strange. I can't do as much weight. I can't make as much load. But it's important to realize that the vast majority of activities in life, and of course in the sports that you're training for, occur on a single leg. So we train, so shall we live, so shall we race. Get used to doing most of the exercises on a single leg. It makes it fun. Master those, you'll become a better endurance athlete. Best of luck.